What is up, guys? My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to the Grapes video channel. How are you doing? Video channel. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? I'm kind of going to try to do this in a one take so you guys get as real, content as possible. And also, I'm kind of too lazy to edit sometimes. But we're not going to get into that. As you can tell by the title of the video, it's pansexual. Now, public service announcement. Something I'm going to say to you guys. Something that everyone here needs to know. Not everyone's going to think it means the same thing. If you think it means something different than what I'm about to say in this video, by all means, tell me down below. Tell other people what it means. And also, read the comments of this video when you're done watching it if you're using it for informational purposes, because everyone believes different things, and it may help you find the specific thing that you need to know. With that being said, again, you may not agree with me. That's okay. Please don't be a jerk about it in the comments, and just we can all have a nice, friendly conversation and be friends. People think differently. That's all I gotta say. Let's get into it. The definition of pansexual from the people that I have talked to and what I have gotten. Let me just calm down. What I've gotten from my research and everything like that as well is that it's someone who's attracted to all genders. That's the simplest part I could put it. It's like you are attracted to people regardless of the parts they have or what they identify as. It's a pretty simple definition to give, but then it's also a debate if fully getting into it. And so that's the basic definition. It means, but PSA, it doesn't mean you like everyone. It means what you're attracted to is you're attracted to people. But it doesn't mean every single person that walk by, you can be like, oh, damn. I mean, that could be the type of person you are. That could be who you are. Go for it. But not every pansexual person is like that. They like people, but that doesn't mean they like every single person that exists. Like lesbians, they like girls. Doesn't mean they like every single girl. They could have a type. Someone who is pansexual, their type could just be blonde hair, blue-eyed people in general. It's their thing. That's what they do. But it's what just regular people do. They're not really attracted to everyone. But you get what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully. But now we're going to talk about the flag. What does it mean? Now, the pansexual flag consists of 3 colors. And I'll put it in some point of the video. I'll put it in the thumbnail. You'll see it. It's probably in the thumbnail. You will definitely see it in the thumbnail. And so the 3 colors, you got your pink, you got your blue, and you got your yellow. And you're probably like, what does it mean? Well, pink stands for women, blue stands for men, yellow stands for our non-binary pals and people who identify as, say, bigender, agender, gender fluid, etc. All people type of thing. That's what the flag stands for. The more you know. So now we're going to get into how society sees it. So pansexuality wasn't acknowledged as recently as lesbian and gay was, because it just wasn't a topic that people talked about, especially because people argue about the definition of pansexuality and there being more genders, etc. But we're not going to debate about that right now. And so that's it wasn't really acknowledged until recently, and then they have different views on what it is. In today's society, you either have A, it doesn't exist. B, don't you mean bisexual? No, we'll get into that later. And C, yeah, it exists. Here's what I think it means. And other people will be like, no, well, here's what it means. And it's kind of like, I will admit, with some things, we do have to get to a point where, like, okay, we gotta sit down. It's like, people, they can love who they want to love, but, sometimes if someone's going to be using a specific term, we want to have a specific meaning type of thing. But I'm not telling you what it means, but I'm just saying that's kind of the argument people have. I am telling you what it means, but I'm not saying that this is the set definition that you have to follow. I hope you get what I mean. And so that's kind of how it's seen, at least in today's society. It's usually those 3 different ways. It exists, but and then their own definition doesn't exist. It's bisexual. Now, speaking of the bisexual thing, people tend to try and confuse the term bisexual with pansexuality. But let me tell you, they're not the same thing. And now you're probably like, what, Sarah, what are you talking about? If you don't already know that. Pansexual means you're attracted to all genders, which typically does mean that you do believe that there are more than 2 genders. Which, in my opinion, I'm going to say, yeah, you got your guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everything, in between, whatever people identify as. You do your own thing. And so, with pansexual, they like them all, regardless if someone happens to be trans or non-binary or male, female, or anything like that. That's what they like. Well, with bisexuality, not to confuse the two, being bisexual doesn't mean you wouldn't date, say, a trans guy or anyone who is trans or anything like that. But being bisexual means you're attracted to two genders. It does not mean there are two genders. Let me give you that PSA. Originally, the term was originally, I guess, created, or it usually meant man and female. But bisexual means two sexual. You're attracted to two genders. Whatever two genders, you do you, boo. But that's usually the topic that people have come by. And then some people try to argue, like, oh, it means 2+. But then it kind of falls into the pansexuality type of thing. But then also it's like there isn't a term, or there's not an official term for that plus liking more than just two. So that's why people would fall under pansexuality, or have it fall under bisexuality. But then there's also a third that people argue, polysexual. We're not gonna get into all the definitions. It has different definitions. We're not gonna argue about that. We're not gonna get into that, not today. But people, one of the definitions people use for it is that it basically would mean that 2+, but not necessarily all genders type of situation, if that makes sense. Which, just someone who does identify as that, it's not hate towards the other genders or anything like that. It's just not what they like, which is, it's totally up to them. They like some things, they may not like other things, But that's just one of the definitions of polysexual. We're not going to get into the other ones. We're not going to start a debate saying this is the definition, because it has different definitions. And I just want us to be all great and happy and just have a nice time. Cool. Cool. I hope you've been able to get some information, and I cannot stress enough, go to the comments if you disagree with me. That doesn't mean hate on me and make me cry, because I don't want that. But like, if you think a different definition is there, just tell me the different definition. And don't be like, oh, you're wrong. Be like, no, this is how I view it. This is why I view it as this way. And it will just be a nice information so that everyone who sees this video, I urge you, go to the comments, then you will know about that. It's not just that. Yeah. I'm kind of rambling on at this point. I think you guys kind of get the idea. And now you're probably like, okay, if you have more questions, comment below. But people are probably like, okay, last video you said you were going to try to get one person per thing that identifies as. And the person that I wanted decided that they did not want to be in the video, but I still feel like I got to get this video out to you. I did discuss these topics with them. They would like to stay anonymous, so I'm going to keep them anonymous. Sorry, guys. Oh, my voice is being so weird right now. But yeah, basically that's the gist of it. I mean, out of respect for them, obviously I'm not going to put them in, but I do still want to give you guys this kind of content. But yeah, read the comments below. That's the best thing I can give you, and I think that's all the information I have today. And I'm getting really stressed out just because I'm a stressed out person, and I'm talking really fast, and I hope you can kind of understand what I'm saying, but who knows? So let's try to do this quick outro. My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We have a Discord down below. That's the whole reason why this channel exists. You should follow it. We also have different social media where you can contact me and some of the other people. We got Snapchat. I have a play on Snapchat if you do that. Snapchat's them gay_grapes. We got Instagram, gay_grapes. We have Twitter, gay_grapes, because for some reason, gay grapes with no space has been taken by people years ago who don't even use the accounts. Fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, that's all I have to say. And so you're probably like, okay, what's the next topic? The next topic is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be possibly controversial, kind of like this. The next one is gonna be bisexuality. You're probably like, what? Bisexuality? Okay. You got any questions specifically about bisexuality? Comment them down below, or DM me or tag me with the questions or anything like that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna stop rambling on now. See you guys next time.